Is it okay to pray for wealth? I saw this question, and one woman was asking, when I pray for wealth for my business to be successful, I feel a little bit weird. And she said, is it wrong to pray for significant wealth? That was another thing that she said. But of course, and I think this is so common, we're kind of like, is that okay? I feel kind of weird about that. Is it wrong to want wealth? Is it wrong to want success? And so here are my thoughts about it. Okay. One, I think more than anything, we should desire to be completely surrendered to the Lord and to, in the best of our ability, discern his will and be obedient to that. Okay? I think it's really hard to discern God's will and be obedient to it when we haven't surrendered everything to him, right? So if you're holding on a little bit to your money as security or safety, or your reputation in your business, or what your friends and family think about you, there's all these things where we hold a little bit back. We don't always give him everything, right? So you just want to check in with that and go, Lord, have I given you everything? And then am I really spending time to discern your will? And then am I doing it? And those are two separate things, by the way. I mean, I have had incredibly moving experiences in adoration, just Holy Spirit sparkles, feels like gold light, wow, that was amazing. And I write it down, and then I just go back to living my life. I just want to acknowledge how easy that is. The world is so loud and it pulls us in so many directions. It's really easy, actually, to hear incredible things from the Lord and then just forget or not do it. And so for me, it's just surrender, discern, obey. Those three things come up for me often. And then when we're discerning, God may place really big dreams on your heart, right? I think I will make a tremendous amount of money in my lifetime. I think I will build several companies. And my goal is to just always be discerning that with him and to steward it well. I do not think it is better to be a person who makes money than somebody who isn't called to make a lot of money. So I don't think wealth by itself is a good or bad thing. To desire wealth when that desire does not come from the Lord, not a good thing, right? But then to reject wealth when God is asking you to steward resources for him is also not a good thing. And so I think it really just comes down to this. Are you really surrendered? Are we laying it all at the foot of the cross? Are we giving him everything? Am I spending time asking the Lord questions and writing it down, really discerning his will? And then if I have discerned it, am I obeying? Am I obeying? So I think with those three things, if God has called you to build wealth, then go for it, right? If the desire comes from inside you and it feels slow and it feels true, it doesn't feel graspy, then, it probably is from God. The Holy Spirit lives inside of you. Nobody just wants money. People want impact, and they want what money can buy. Right? So it's not like you woke up like Scrooge McDuck and you were like, I just want to swim in a pile of cash. Right? What is it that you want money for? And is that coming from God? And I always talk about how, I want a pool. Someday I'll make enough money that we'll put in a pool, and it will be very expensive to put in a pool. And that may seem like a silly thing or a frivolous thing, but to me it isn't. I've always wanted one, which to me kind of signals that I think that God planted that desire in my heart. I love swimming. My children love swimming. I love having people over to our house. The whole thing just totally makes sense to me. And so even when I say, why do you want money? It doesn't always have to be to build orphanages in Africa, which one of my very wealthy clients does. And I think that's amazing, right? It can be for some other things, but just keep checking in that they come from the Lord. And if they do, they will feel slow. They will feel calm. You will not feel in a hurry. You will not feel pressure. That's how we know that we're discerning God's will. So if you want a class on discerning God's will for your business, go to sterlingjaquet.com. Check it out. I made this class because I think every single Catholic woman who has a business should know how to pray about and for her business. All right, you guys, love you. Have a blessed day.